Prime Minister of the Lao PDR, Thongsing Thammavong, was among the world leaders attending the state funeral services of His Excellency Mr. Kuan, who passed away on Monday, aged 91.
The state funeral of His Excellency Mr. Kuan, who passed away on March 23rd, was held in Singapore on Sunday, the 29th of March. He was widely regarded by Singaporeans and abroad as the father of modern Singapore. Prime Minister of the Lao PDR, Thongsing Thammavong, accompanied by his senior officials, paid personal respects to His Excellency late Kuan at the Parliament House in Singapore, where the former Prime Minister of Singapore lies in state. The Lao Premiere and his delegation traveled to Singapore to pay respect to the country's founding father, who passed away on March 23rd, and offered condolences to the people of Singapore. His Excellency late Kuan was the first Prime Minister of Singapore and is credited for bringing the entire country from third world to first world status in a single generation. He has been widely admired by leaders across the world and his policies studied and emulated. The funeral procession began on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. at Parliament House, where the coffin was carried on a gun carriage. The funeral cortege covered a distance of almost 15.5 kilometers and passed significant national landmarks, including the old Parliament House and the City Hall, on its way to the University Cultural Center at the National University of Singapore. President Tony Tan Keng Yam, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, and foreign leaders including Chinese Vice President Li Yuanzhao were all in attendance.
Led by example. His two sons did NS just like every Singaporean son. In fact,
in his eulogy, Mr. Lee's son, the current Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, said his father had lived and breathed Singapore all his life. He said, "The light that has guided us all these years has been extinguished."
many accolades and awards in his long
respected leaders whose view
Thousands of people lined up along the streets in torrential rain in view of the funeral processions that carry Mr. Lee's coffin as it passed by. The funeral comes at the end of a week of national mourning. Local media reports that more than 1 million people have visited tribute sites across Singapore to pay their respects. Despite torrential rain, tens of thousands lined the streets to view the funeral processions carrying Mr. Lee's coffin through the city-state.
highest respect to Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee, who was born in 1923, formed the People's Action Party in 1954, then became Prime Minister in 1959. He led the nation through a merger with the Federation of Malaysia in 1963, as well as into independence in 1965. He leaves behind two sons, Lee Hsien Loong and Lee Hsien Yang, and a daughter, Lee Wei Ling.